And technological advances have not been kind to bookstores. The rising popularity of e-readers and online bookstores have made it hard for traditional brick-and-mortar stores to survive. Now, one of the last major bookstores in the U.S. is struggling to stay in business. Karina Huber reports.
Barnes & Noble, America's biggest bookstore, was once seen as a Goliath, the giant responsible for the demise of numerous independent bookstores. But in a twist of fate, the giant is now fighting for its own survival. The new Goliath? Amazon.
I think Amazon, the pricing power that they have over Barnes & Noble is predominantly a larger threat.
A threat that has eaten into sales at its 677 stores across the United States. Barnes & Noble recently announced it would shutter a third of them in the next decade. In 2011, its rival Borders went out of business, closing all of its stores. In a bid to turn a new page in a changing technological environment, Barnes & Noble bet heavily on its e-reader, the Nook, released in 2009. It got rave reviews, but the Nook hasn't been a runaway success.
The fact that they were a little bit slow to the game put them behind the 8 ball, and it's been kind of catch up ever since.
Barnes & Noble revenues from the Nook and related digital media fell 26% in the quarter that ended January 26th. Sales of the iPad and Amazon's Kindle were strong in the same period, indicating the drop in demand was specific to the Nook, not an industry-wide trend. This has raised questions about Barnes & Noble's ability to survive.
The longer-term industry drivers are all pretty significantly negative. That said, Barnes & Noble has significant investors that are trying to keep it alive.
Those investors include Microsoft and publishers who have pumped millions of dollars into the Nook. And the founder of the company said he wants to buy the brick-and-mortar outlets just to keep them afloat. It seems that when it comes to books, there are those who are not willing to close the chapter on an era they liked. Karina Huber, CCTV, New York.